The product in front of me is known as the Matrix R50 Recumbent Bike. The Recumbent Bike is an excellent choice of equipment when you're looking to get a posterior chain or lower body workout. What I mean by the posterior chain is going to be your glute, hamstring, and then of course the more dominant exercise while using a bike is going to be your quad. Now, what really separates a piece of Matrix equipment from the rest are its patented designs and overall just quality features. What you get with the Matrix R50 is a very large back that gives you lower back, mid back, and also even neck support. This can be taken off and washed or even, wet down and everything. It's also very nice for airflow, very premium products with the leather and everything. The seat itself is a triple stitched comfort arc seat. This is basically what I can kind of, reference to. This is more like a hardened memory foam. Very premium product, very comfortable, very easy to use. As far as moving the seat up and down, you can just hit on this lever right here and the seat will go forward and or back. Very easy to use, doesn't take a lot of weight to push it. Very nice. The frame itself is made of 11 gauge steel. It's powder coated, so it'll never rust on you guys. That's actually the number one piece, thing that'll actually deteriorate a piece of fitness equipment is rust, so you don't have to worry about that on any of the Matrix products. The frame itself is an A-frame, so it's extremely sturdy. The frame does not wobble no matter what, way better than a single rail system. Very low step-on height and easy access to step through, so you're not reaching over a bar or anything, with more traditional bikes. Now, what separates this bike from a lot of the competition are some of the key features that are going on down inside of the actual bike itself. This bike is a 3-piece flywheel driven by a poly V belt. Essentially that poly V belt's the same belt they're using in your car, so it'll last a very long time. Now, the key part with a Matrix is that you're getting their Exact Force braking system, and what Exact Force actually means is it's a way of a resistance changer. So it's a coil that essentially expands and contracts depending on what your resistance is and what you want to change it to. Why a company would use things like the Exact Force braking system on a recumbent bike is mainly just for longevity reasons. It's a lot simpler, more premium product, so the longevity of the piece will be exponentially increased. It's extremely precise, accurate, fast, and all of the above. I mean, this thing it's amazing, and especially really crucial for any interval training that you want to do, because as soon as you hit that button to change resistance, it's automatically changed, so there's no waiting. Like some of the lesser competitors, they'll use an eddy current or an earth magnet, which is essentially a dial with an arm that goes back and forth, so you have to wait for the dial to move back and forth. The amazing thing about the Matrix R50 is that using their Exact Force brake system, changing resistance, this machine is virtually silent. Someone could be sleeping right next to you and they wouldn't hear you using the piece of machinery. Now, going over exactly what muscles are being targeted and worked out during this exercise, every single time you push forward with that pedal, it's a quad dominant exercise, but using the straps on your foot, when you're actually doing the revolving motion and you're coming up, it's actually pulling using your hamstrings, and that will of course be increased with resistance. Matrix has one of the most technologically advanced consoles on the market, but it's also extremely easy to use. Right here on the console, this is a 16-inch high-definition touchscreen console. You have your user profile set up in the left-hand corner. You have your settings on the right. You have your big green go button to get started into your workout. Training, goals, target heart rate, sprint 8, and virtual active. Virtual active is essentially going through different trails, mountains, and doing different hikes, and the bike will automatically adjust resistance based on if you're going uphill, downhill, stairs, you name it. Sprint 8 is their well-known interval training, one of the only ways that has been proven to actually release human growth hormone in our own bodies. You have your target heart rate, which will essentially keep you in your heart rate percentage based on the max heart rate that you want to stay at, and if you're too low, the machine ups resistance. If you're too high, it lowers it, so it keeps your heart rate at a very nice steady pace. Goals are just fitness goals, and training that you, based on the user profile that you set up, will automatically tailor itself to you. And then training is just going to be more hills and interval workouts and whatnot. We go ahead and press that go button. It's going to start with 3, 2, 1, getting into our home screen. Now, as we pedal, it's going to give us our miles, RPMs, time elapsed, calories, heart rate, all in a very easy to use down screen right here. And then as you can see in the console as well, you can access Netflix, Instagram, Spotify, over 150 different games, a web browser, YouTube, MyFitnessPal, Twitter, all social media links, you name it, it probably has it. Here at G&G Fitness, you're getting the best price guarantee. We price match any price on the internet and or in person. We service everything ourselves in-house, so we're the people you personally call if there's ever an issue with your piece of machinery. Thank you for choosing G&G Fitness.